Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. I know it's been a long time since I did a clip. Maybe there's nobody left watching. Maybe there are. But it's as you get older, you get all kinds of problems. And I think I mentioned in one of my clips here, the latest ones, that I got hit with a diagnosis of diabetes, and the medication that's used in some of these things is very hard on people. Some people go through life easy, some people don't. Why that is, anybody's guess. But anyway, that's one of the reasons for the long space between clips. Also, it affects the not only the body functions but the mind as well. Fatigue and other issues come along, but mainly, time goes by. You either heal from it or you don't. One of the two. The body is the healer. The doctors, who I was lucky enough to have a concerned and communicative doctor who helped me through this. Not that I'm over it, but it's getting better, I think. So cross fingers, and we just hope for the best. My topic today, although I've been oscillating between political issues and other poignant matters that hit the United States, hit the world. But I thought of just talking for a minute or two on hell. Do you believe in hell? Do you believe in the fiery, eternal damnation? I listened to a clip today, matter of fact, talking about that. When I was growing up, and I hate to keep going back to that, but in the 70 years that between my early religious indoctrination to my current status, a lot of things have changed in the churches. I have complained many a time about the leadership of the churches, and this goes into some of that aspect right now. There is a void, an emptiness in the religious communities that is not giving to many people answers. Not definitive, because faith is definitive if you have it. If you don't have faith, there is nothing definitive about it. They've been arguing, is there a God, isn't there a God? If you can't obviously point to a God, then there is no God, all kinds of stuff. But it comes down to faith, whether you're a scientific materialist or a Christian advocate and believe in the good faith and integrity of all Scripture, or not, or in between, or whatever. It's all based on faith. Your faith, my faith. And hell, you listen to some, because I remember back when, I forgot what the bishop's name was, Spellman, or anyway, it was a Catholic bishop, was on television. And he'd talk about, a variety of things, and he had a pretty good audience. Not that you would get much today. You got to have a little pizzazz, a little juice, a little something to attract the masses. But he would talk on hell. My parish priest would talk on hell. Hell was a reality. You had a choice between heaven and hell, and if you were not a good person, and define that for me, if you're not a good person, you go to hell. In the Catholic Church, you miss Sunday Mass for no good reason, and it's a mortal sin. You die with that on your soul, you go to hell. Not too sure what the Catholics believe now. I'm not a practicing Catholic, so I don't know. But whatever it is, the temperament, the definitiveness is gone. Hell is pretty much what you want it to be. There's one gentleman, I forgot his name already, a very well-known theologian and author, wrote a lot about Paul. And he was saying, along with other apologists like C.S. Lewis, that hell is just not being alive anymore. A separation of your eternal potential. Well, if you don't believe in anything, it doesn't matter to you. You have no belief, and whatever happens, happens, and you're a done deal. It all depends on whether you believe it or not. Hell's impact becomes important only to those who really believe in hell. Satan. I've talked some about Satan, the evil influences in the society. We see it all the time. There is evil influences in the society. However, people don't agree. Well, that might be because they don't want to. That's it. They don't want to think about it. They just do. It just is. Whatever happens. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. You don't have any options. You don't have any choice. You don't have any potential to develop a society that gives goodness and decency and respect to all people. I think that's just fooling yourself, lying to yourself, and then when the crap happens, then you cry in your beer and find someone who can help you out. But until then, you're just living your own little life and without any purpose. Except that, the life of living, which is okay. I'm not demeaning it. You can live a life, and as long as you're not hurting people and destroying things and whatever, you have a right to live any way you like. But hell, in these new theologians' perspective, and it's not brandy new, it's not like last year's version, it's gone on for a while, is that it's just a separation. It's not Dante's Inferno. No. Because society doesn't want Dante's Inferno anymore. To some religious groups, yeah, okay, it's Dante's Inferno, but the majority of people are drifting away from all that. It is not part of the society, not part of the context. And the religious invocation now is that hell is just not eternal bliss. And whether you're conscious of that or not, or you just have a moment of, oh man, I'm not going to be eternalized, or not. It's an interesting thing to think about. And that's why I brought it up. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but I try to keep these clips reasonably short. But there's so much to say in this world. The changes that are going on. Multiple changes on every level and everywhere, whether it's church or not church or whatever, Orthodox religion or just the left wing, whatever, weirdo desire you want to have. It's all what it is. There is no definitiveness anymore. Very little anyway. And part of it, as I said before, in my estimation, is the internet. It hasn't allowed for a focused topic, a focused idea, a focus from the society to, beam their attention on, to allow it to enter the heart, to allow it to enter the mind. So for those who are afraid of hell, many of the newest theologians, it's not a big problem. You just don't have it. You're just going to be separated from God, and that's it. Now, in some religions, they say that awareness is the hell. Maybe so. And if you're going to be conscious of that or living in eternity of, sadness and regret, maybe so. Anyway, hell is not the hell of olden days, according to many. To some, yes. To many, 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 many more, no, it isn't. So don't worry so much about it. Live your life, but go to the good. Don't bring hell on earth. Don't bring the destruction. Don't bring the hardship. Don't bring the sorrow. Don't bring the pain of what hell, in our way of thinking of what hell is, to us here on this earth. Do whatever we can to go to the good, to keep that hope alive. That's the essence. That's the beginning. That's the freedom. That's the joy. That's the ability for all, whether you believe or not, whether you believe in a Christ or not, whether you believe in a God or not, go to the good. It's a universal understanding of what good is. There's going to be discussion on every point. There's 9 billion people in the world, but go to the good. We all know what that is, and it's not harm. It's not hate. It's not pain. It's not sorrow. It's not tears. It's more joyful, comfort, pleasantries. Go to the good. Keep hope alive. Thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, subscribe and hit the like button for whatever that does. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.